At Road to the Gold, January 8th, Tommaso Ciampa faces WWE U.S. Champion Daniel Bryan in a submission match. Tonight, it's John Walters.
Only a few hours away from John Walters versus Tommaso Ciampa, first time ever for MWF. I'd love to say that I've been scouting you, John. I'd love to say that I'm ready for every counter that you have. But Walters, my mind is set on January 8th. My mind is set on Road to the Gold. My mind is set on Daniel Bryan. So John Walters, tonight, consider yourself a tune-up. Tonight, Project Ciampa is going to make an example of exactly what I plan to do to Daniel Bryan come January 8th at Road to the Gold.
Wrestling fans, what a matchup. We don't even have time for an opening here on the December MWF Ultra. What a matchup to kick off the show. You just heard those nonchalant comments from the $1 million investment Tommaso Ciampa. He may live to regret those tonight as he takes on pound for pound, move for move, one of the finest professional wrestlers to come out of New England or any part of the country, the Hurricane John Walters himself. $1 million investment Tommaso Ciampa of John Layfield's Uprising, primed and ready for Road to the Gold January the 8th when he takes on Daniel Bryan, the WWE U.S. Champion, in a submission match. The only way to win is to say, I quit, or to tap. Pinfalls will not count. Disqualification will not count. Countout will not count. It's the only way to win. This is the first ever singles match meeting between Ciampa and Walters. Both competed on the October MWF Ultra and that outstanding five-way matchup when they took on the TV champion Bryan Fury, Ring of Honor TV champion Eddie Edwards, and Shelton Benjamin, Mr. Money in the Bank himself. Some call it the greatest MWF match of all time. If you did not see it, get online, bostonwrestling.com, our new high-quality format. Right now we have two high-quality athletes in the ring. Referee Tony Jordan right down to make sure that that isn't a pinfall attempt, even though I'm quite sure that wouldn't even get a one count out of John Walters. Ciampa appears to be in the best shape of his life. You'd have to think that John Bradshaw Layfield is investing mega bucks in his man as he prepares for what be the biggest match of his career in Melrose at Memorial Hall, January 8th, at that big live event and fan fest known as Road to the Gold. Pinfall attempt right there from John Walters. Again, not even a one count. We have two matches scheduled for this event, fans. Again, if we run out of time here on Ultra, we have online overtime. Saw it last month. Bryan Fury and Julian Starr for the TV title. Ran out of time on the November Ultra. If you went to online overtime on bostonwrestling.com, you saw the conclusion. A tremendous matchup indeed. This match itself could go longer than 30 minutes. You're talking about two thoroughbreds as Walters tosses him around the ring, follows it up with an arm drag, and now working over the left wrist of Tommaso Ciampa. Very interested to know if Walters heard Ciampa's comments from earlier on tonight. Disrespectful, to say the least. If he wants to get to January 8th, he needs to get through December. It's a big month for the self-proclaimed $1 million investment. Right there as he uses all the power in his body to try and position Walters into the post. Walters up and over this time. Another arm drag over. Down goes Ciampa. Back to applying pressure on that left arm. Look at it right there, bending it. And look at that, kicks it. Well, you know what? John Walters, from time to time, he may be a favorite of fans around the world, but look at that. Wrenching, snapping, pulling on that arm. He's been known to do whatever it takes from time to time to come away with a victory. It's one thing to have a good match. It's even better to come away with the winner's share of the purse, so to speak. That's what it's all about, winning matches. Championship gold. Accolades from fans in New England, worldwide. That's why both of these men compete in the Millennium Wrestling Federation. And look at that. All that time he spent working over Ciampa's arm, threw him arm first into the post. Smart professional wrestling from Walters. He has a strategy. He's picking a body part. He's working it over, and he's doing a tremendous job so far. Look at that. Knocks Ciampa right down. Rolls out of the ring, holding onto that arm for dear life. John Walters looking tremendous in the early minutes here on MWF Ultra. And you know what? He's not even going to... Oh, look at him. He's not going to let him rest. Twist the arm. Throws him arm first into the post. This is why John Walters is so good. Killer Kowalski should be looking down on this ring with a smile. Post Tommaso Ciampa. He's not going to be able to use that left arm to open a Christmas present. December 25th. Drop kicks the arm. John Walters, look at that. Elbow drop. Not enough to put away Ciampa. If Daniel Bryan was smart, he'd be watching a tape of this match. He'd go after this arm on January 8th at Road to the Gold. If he put the label lock on and used the left arm, it could lead him to victory. Tommaso Ciampa hits the ropes. Referee Tony Jordan there to make sure that that disqualification is not administered. Still to come tonight here, folks. Julian Starr takes on the debuting Jay Freddie. Battle of hungry up-and-comers here in the Millennium Wrestling Federation. Tommaso Ciampa used what little strength he had left to hold on to Walter's tights and throw him out of the ring. Taking a little break for himself before he goes over and plots his next move. One thing about Ciampa, he's a highly intelligent athlete. Oh, look at that right there, trying to rearrange Walter's spine, but again, the left arm is, it's got to be killing him. Now look at that. What are we going to see right here? Pounds away on that back with his good arm. He's got a lot of strength in that right arm. This is one finely conditioned athlete. Look at that. Stomped on Walter's hands. A little bit of payback, so to speak. What are we going to see right here? What a way to end the year here on Ultra. Ciampa with the good arm again. Snap suplex. Walters down. Ciampa goes for the pin. Two. Doesn't hook the leg. He heard me. Hooked it that time. Still not enough to put John Walters away. I don't know if his left arm has gone numb, if it's writhing in agony. Right there, he's still not getting maximum impact from trying to snap John Walters in half. Wrenching that knee into the mid-spine. Pulling with all his might on both arms. But again, look at that. Walters, more than usual, is able to power out of this move because Ciampa is not at 100%, but again, he uses what power he did have in his left leg to power Walters to the mat. What are we going to see right here? Wait a minute. Now kneeling on Walters, pulling on the feet, pulling on the face, trying to stretch him in half. Does he want to make John Walters submit? Is Tommaso Ciampa trying to send a message to Daniel Bryan for their huge match, one half of the double main event? It rode to the... Wait a minute, Walters falls on top. I thought we were going to have a pinfall upset right there for a second. But Ciampa doesn't relent. Elbow to the back, boots to the back. Knee to the midsection. Ciampa's hurt, frustrated, but he has not lost his focus. That is why he's so successful here in the Millennium Wrestling Federation. Picks him up, scooping a slam. Knocks the wind out of the Hurricane John Walters right there. Look at that. More smart wrestling from Ciampa, I should say. In the power position right there. Trying to slow Walters down. Trying to slow the tempo down a little bit. Trying to get a second win. Uses that right arm, his healthy arm, to fire away on the neck and the face of John Walters. Wrenching that right elbow into his back that he wrenched his knee in 2 moments ago. You can get in there and do wrestling moves, folks, but there's a science to this to do it right. And these two men do it better than just about anybody. Now, wait a minute, we could see a submission right here, but not the type that Tommaso Ciampa wants to see. And look at that, the back that Tommaso Ciampa focused on is what got him out of that predicament.
10 minutes has expired, fans. 30.
Referee Tony Jordan administering the count. Who's going to be the first man to their feet? Big time right hand from Ciampa, but Walters fires back with the forearm. Off the ropes again. Make it Dory Funk Jr. like uppercut. Ciampa bounces off the ropes. Barely got his head with the right hand that time. Reversal from Walters. Big time drop kick from the Hurricane. Charges him in the midsection. Walters back on that left arm. Over the top rope. That's enough to do damage to the ligaments on the inside. Walters headed up to the top rope. Elbow drop off the top rope. And what did he do? He charged right in to that left arm. Not enough to put away Ciampa. Should say that was a shoulder block off the top rope that ran right into the left arm of Ciampa. What precision wrestling from John Walters. Trying to go for a suplex right here. Reversal from Ciampa. Desperation City from the $1 million investment. What are we going to see next here in this big-time matchup? Ciampa with every ounce of energy in the body picks up Walters, puts him on the top rope, forearm smash. Make it 2. Fight away with the right hand there. What are we going to see now? Positioning Walters up on the top rope. Ciampa to the middle rope. John Walters trying to fight out of it. Punching away on the midsection. Down goes Ciampa. Walters again up on the top rope. Oh, went for a drop kick. Ciampa moved. Oh, wait a minute. We've seen this before very successfully. Referee Tony Jordan in place. Wrenching away on the entire body from the neck, the abdomen into the legs. John Walters is nowhere near the ropes. Ciampa kicking away on his arm. Is he going to make him? Yes! Unbelievable. John Walters has submitted. The action and excitement of the MWF returns to Memorial Hall in Melrose Saturday, January 8th, with a live wrestling event and autograph photo fan fest. You'll see WWE U.S. Champion Daniel Bryan, manager of WWE World Champion Kane Paul Bearer, TNA superstars Jay Lethal, The Monster Abyss, Awesome Kong, Homicide, the original Doink the Clown, John Cena Sr., JBL's Uprising, and more. Visit BostonWrestling.com.
You see, the only way to evolve as a professional wrestler is to wrestle some of the best competition in the game. And tonight here in MWF, in my very first appearance here, they're throwing me against no slouch at all. You see, they're throwing me against Julian Starr, a young, hungry up-and-comer such as myself. You see, Julian, I've seen tapes of you, I've scouted you. I can see it right in your eyes. You're hungry, you're a machine in that ring. But the only way to climb the ladder in wrestling is to take out some of the best. Julian Starr, we're both on the same level. One of us is going to climb tonight, and the other one's going to fall. So tonight, Julian Starr, you better be ready. Here comes Jay Freddie.
This is Iron Sheik wishing you Merry Christmas.
Wrestling fans, welcome back. Merry Christmas from the Iron Sheik. Merry Christmas to you. What a matchup we have here. A battle of hungry young athletes right there. Jay Freddie, who we just heard from, taking on Julian Starr, the man that won the In It to Win It Gauntlet Challenge at Soul Survivor 6. He cashed in that championship opportunity last month on Ultra in a losing effort to TV champion straight edge Bryan Fury. Tonight, what an encounter we have for you here. President Cena promised a good one. I'm anxious to see what they deliver. Referee for this matchup will be Dan Tanaka. And again, fans, if we run out of time, go to bostonwrestling.com for online overtime. I don't know if we'll call it the Julian Starr tribute or what, as he was in the first edition of online overtime with Fury. Clean break right there. I think you're going to see competition at its finest. Julian Starr has some work to do to move up the championship ranks here in the MWF again. Jay Freddie looking to make an impact in his debut here in the King of Sports, the Millennium Wrestling Federation. Both men jockeying for position right now. Julian Starr gets to the ropes. Jay Freddie holds on. No, doesn't even hold on to the 4 count, though. They want to do it the right way. That's what we like here in the MWF. This isn't a middle-aged man softball league. Freddie going to town on the left arm of Julian Starr. Wrenching back on there. Starr trying to use his good arm. Look at that. Freddie takes him right over again. The action is just too fast to call. Where's the Jackal when I need him? Unfortunately, the Jackal's larynx is still damaged. Look at that takedown from Jay Freddie. Wearing those green tights, bouncing around the ring like a frog. Like he was studying tapes of Steve Garino. Freddie again with the upper hand on Julian Starr. Headlock. And look at that. Nice reversal from Julian Starr, but a head scissor from Jay Freddie. This is the type of action we love here in the Millennium Wrestling Federation. Where's the outpatient running across the ring? Where's the Texas Outlaw in his cowbell? These are athletes at their finest, not the gentleman that just walked in front of the camera. Look at Freddie going to town right there. Oh, wait a minute. Kick almost looked like to the armpit of Julian Starr. Both of these men have their eyes on the big event. MWF Road to the Gold live event and fan fest as we keep the kids off the street. Saturday, January the 8th at Memorial Hall in Melrose, Massachusetts. Big time event right there. Big time takedown from Julian Starr. I believe for the first time ever, fans, and I might be wrong. If I am, send me an email off of bostonwrestling.com. But active WWE, TNA, and Ring of Honor superstars all under one roof competing in the same event. It's history. If you're not there for the value you get for your dollar, wrestling fans, you're crazy. You're not going to get a night of sports entertainment. Freddie sets Starr up off the ropes. Shoulder block. Down goes Freddie. Starr used the momentum to his advantage. Starr off the ropes again. Leapfrog from Freddie. Drop kick from Freddie. Big time arm drag. Shades of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. You didn't see that from Gary Gold. Freddie applying pressure on the shoulder right now. Starr sets him up off the ropes. Look at that. Freddie charges him, rolls him up. No, Starr holds onto the top rope. And an arm drag from Starr. What action here on Ultra. These two can do the talking with their action in the ring. Action speaks louder than words. And I'm sure all of my great fans would love to hear me shut up. Different story for a different time. Freddie trying to power Starr into the ropes again, sets him up. Goes for an elbow drop, big time clothesline from the debuting Jay Freddie. Snap suplex. Goes for the pinfall too. Hooked the leg, but still not enough to put away Julian Starr. I wonder if Jay Freddie was smart enough to check out the Julian Starr Bryan Fury match last month on Ultra. Look at that knee to the midsection. Off the ropes he goes. Drop kick. Smart wrestling from Freddie. Hooks the leg too. Not enough to put away Julian Starr. And again goes right back to the neck to try and cut off the oxygen supply. Jay Freddie up from the Syracuse, New York area. Quite a ride just to make it here to compete here in the MWF. He's an athlete with heart. He's an athlete with character. He's an athlete that possesses tremendous in-ring ability and talent. That's what we want here in the MWF. That's what President Cena has tried to do since his Call to Action campaign initiative a few years back that was featured on WWE.com. Wait a minute, Starr trying to do anything he can to get out. Ducks the clothesline, spin kick. Down goes Freddie, goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, not enough to put away Freddie, but look at that. He could have rearranged his face and given him a lot to think about on his ride home to Syracuse, New York. What are we going to see right here? Big time suplex from Starr. Goes for the pin again, hooks the leg. 1, just out after 2. Goes back to work on the arm, trying to take away any competitive edge that Freddie may have in this matchup. Fans, we remind you again, January 8th, Memorial Hall. WWE US Champion Daniel Bryan and Tommaso Ciampa in a submission match. Paul Bearer, the manager of World Champion Kane, will be there. From TNA, you have Abyss, Jay Lethal. You'll have Homicide, Awesome Kong, Doink the Clown Matt Bourne, Ring of Honor TV champion Die Hard Eddie Edwards. Speaking of hard, Jay Freddie used his hard head. What a clothesline off the ropes. Goes for a pinfall attempt, 2, 2.5 that time. He could be getting close to putting away Julian Starr after that tremendous athletic maneuver. Julian Starr is in a world of hurt right now. You can tell by the expression on his face. Your official Dan Tanaka right down there to make sure that he doesn't hear a submission. Oh, wait a minute, reversal. Oklahoma roll, pinfall attempt. Nope. Here in Boston, he kicks out. And yet another fine arm drag from Freddie. And look at him go to town on that arm. Is this going to force a submission? We could see more submissions tonight on Ultra than in the world of mixed martial arts on any given night. Starr trying to power up with position. Rolls him up for a pin. No. Freddie kicks out. That submission attempt could have worked to his disadvantage if he came away with a loss as a result. Look at Freddie, a ring technician, going to work on both arms simultaneously. Twisting Julian Starr around like he's a pretzel. Starr trying to figure out, how can I get out of this? Look at the anguish on his face. But again, he gets to his feet. He's not out of gas yet. And a hip toss. It took everything he had. Drop kick from Julian Starr. That's why he won the Unit to Win It Gauntlet Challenge at Soul Survivor 6. But that drop kick was not enough to finish off Jay Freddie. He didn't come all the way from Syracuse, New York, some 7 hours to lose here in his debut to a drop kick. Starr sets him up off the ropes. Oh, wait a minute, what are we going to see here? Charges out of the post. Both men jockeying for position. Oh, look at that knee to the midsection. Hammers away on the back. Starr picks up Freddie again, sets him up off the ropes. Big time slam from Starr. That could be it. Knocked the win out of him, too. 2.5. I thought that might have been it. That was an explosive slam from Julian Starr. That's the wrestling we love here in the MWF. And that isn't a Christmas hug he's giving him right there. He's trying to apply pressure to the midsection to cut off that oxygen supply, to hurt those ribs. It also gives Julian Starr a chance to get off his feet for a minute. It's beneficial to him in 2 ways. Freddie trying to use his legs to power up. Oh, look at that Stone Cold Stunner, or a variation of it. And Julian Starr is on rubbery legs right now. Freddie charges him only to get a boot to the face. Look at that! Discus punch from Jay Freddie. Sets Starr up into the post. Big time running clothesline. Freddie headed up to the top rope now. Look at that. Oh, my dear Lord. Flipping stunner off the top rope. 2 3/4 right there. The action hot and heavy. This is what Ultra is all about. This is what the MWF is all about. I hate John Cena Sr., but he is bringing this to you. Professionally, I've got to respect him. He had him in a... I can't even describe this hold. I don't know if it was momentum that turned Starr over like this, or if that was the intent of the maneuver, but he's ready to break his ankle. If Julian Starr can't get to the rope, he's awfully close and he grabs it. Got a 5 count to break. Freddie doesn't want to break it. He wants a win. It's one thing to play Mr. Goody Two-Shoes. That's fine. But at the end of the night, it's all about what's in that envelope. It's all about what championship. Oh, look at that. Samoan drop type maneuver. Julian Starr just can't figure out a way to put away Freddie. Jay Freddie can't find a way to put away Starr. Again, fans, we're getting close. We're running out of time. On Ultra, again, if we run out of time, head to the tombstone. He doesn't even go for a pin. Are you crazy? Freddie to the top rope. Diving headbutt from the top rope. Could this be it? 1, 2, make it 3. Jay Freddie is victorious in his debut here in the Millennium Wrestling Federation. In the final match on MWF Ultra in 2010. Oh, wait a minute. John Layfield's Uprising. We just saw Ciampa beat John Walters. And this is the limp-wristed warrior Jay Buster in the Millennium Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion Slick Wagner Brown. Why are they targeting Julian Starr and Jay Freddie? On January 8th at Road to the Gold, Slick Wagner Brown, if he's still champion, will defend that gold in the cage against Homicide. And Jay Buster will face Awesome Kong in an intergender cage match. We're running out of time, fans. We'll see you on Ultra in 2011.
The action and excitement of the MWF returns to Memorial Hall in Melrose Saturday, January 8th, with a live wrestling event and autograph photo fan fest. You'll see WWE U.S. Champion Daniel Bryan, manager of WWE World Champion Kane Paul Bearer, TNA superstars Jay Lethal, The Monster Abyss, Awesome Kong, Homicide, the original Doink the Clown, John Cena Sr., JBL's Uprising, and more. Visit BostonWrestling.com.